Welcome to Sirmon Farms. It's located in Daphne, Alabama, and they farm about 4,000 acres, sweet potatoes, corn, peanuts, cotton, hydroponic lettuce. The farm was started about 80 years ago. Brenda's dad, Miss Allen's dad, Gordon Sirmon, and her mom Shirley, that she's here, you'll see her in the picture. And she's still involved in the farm. You can notice behind her some of the sweet potato boxes back there. Miss Allen's brothers, James and Joel, run the farm. This is a video of her brother Joel. He does most of the planting and row cropping, the corn, the peanuts, the cotton, and her brother James does most of the sweet potatoes and does the packing shed. Most of the crops grown are grown from seed, but this is a sweet potato bed. And the sweet potatoes, you actually get them growing, and then you cut the vines and you plant the vines in the rows. These are the beds, and they plant those in the fall, and now they're harvesting them in April. These are the sweet potato vines. They'll cut these off. I'll show a picture of them, and this is what actually gets planted from the planter. When harvested, the vines are wrapped in burlap and placed in these black containers, and then they're transported to the field with these cheese wagons. While they're harvesting the vines for the sweet potatoes, Joel is out in the field getting the beds prepared to plant the sweet potatoes. He's on the tractor, and you can see there how the beds are formed. They'll plant those on the high part of the row. That's where most of the moisture will be. You'll see inside the cab, he has two monitors in there. One's where he's monitoring the auto steer or the GPS so that they can be precise with where the rows are. And then the other is they're spraying a pre-emerged herbicide there, and it tells them the rate of gallons per acre that's being put out, as well as the speed that the tractor's going. Once you get the plants to the field, then the guys will, farm hands will take the vines and put them on the planter. There's 8 people on this planter, and they'll hand plant each one of those, putting them on a spindle that spins and rotates through the rows. Once they start planting, the tractor's preset to go 0.8 miles per hour, which is the optimum speed used for the planter there. And they're putting those through, and that sprocket is placing those things in there at a very slow pace. Once these plants are planted, and they're being planted by an 8-row planter, then being planted around the 1st of May, they'll actually be harvested around the middle of August. And then they'll be taken to the packing shed. Once the potatoes are brought in from the field, they're stored in these storage sheds, which keeps the temperature of approximately 65 degrees, which the potatoes will keep for almost a year at this temperature. They'll take each of these bins weigh approximately 2,000 to 2,500 pounds each. The potatoes brought in from the field will be all in one bin, but they'll be graded out to be either jumbos, number 1s, number 2s, or canners. Once the potatoes are in the storage shed, then when they get an order in, they'll take these potatoes, they'll run them through the washer, and then they'll come through the grading system. They'll have farm employees there grading them. Sometimes they're grading out number 1s or number 2s or jumbos, and they'll have the machine has the capability of sizing the potatoes, which is what the grading system is based upon. Some of the ones will come out to one box. You'll see there'll be another box where the track will take them out to that, and then they're packaged in 40-pound boxes, or those black crates on the picture will be a 40-pound box, and that's the way they're stored and shipped. Once the potatoes are boxed, then they're stored again back in the cold storage, waiting on the transport to come pick them up. A lot of the potatoes are sold to Walmart. The farm has an agreement with them to supply their distribution center up in Troy, Alabama. So a lot of the potatoes that you'll actually see in the local Walmarts down here in Baldwin County are actually Sirmon Farm potatoes. they're loading these on pallets into these 18-wheelers, and each pallet there's approximately 2,000 pounds of potatoes on each one. Once the potatoes are loaded into the 18-wheeler, then he'll pull out of the pit there at the storage shed and get his bill of lading in from the office at the Sirmon Farms, and then he'll be ready to hit the road to Troy, Alabama, to the distribution center. And as the sun goes down on another busy day at Sirmon Farms, we'd like to thank you for watching the video. We hate that you guys didn't get to come on a field trip this year to the farm, and maybe Miss Allen and Miss Best and Miss Chris can work it out to where y'all will come. Maybe it's fourth graders next year. Anyway, we'll try to do another video here in a week or two when they start planting peanuts and planting cotton, if we can get that done before school's out. So anyway, thanks for watching, and y'all just stay safe.